and I'll find you. Ready? Go!
My name is Joe. I was just starting out as a production assistant when I landed a job on the set of Poltergeist in 1982. This movie is infamous for the horrifying events that occurred during the filming of its 3 parts. Since I was part of the crew, I witnessed and experienced everything firsthand. I'm here to share those chilling events with you all. From the moment I stepped into that old warehouse in Simi Valley, California, something felt off. It was supposed to be an exciting opportunity, but it quickly turned into something much darker. The warehouse was huge, with long empty corridors and creaky floors that made every step sound like a ghost's whisper. Even during the day, there was a chill in the air, and shadows seemed to flicker in the corners of my eyes. As the days went by, the strange occurrences began to pile up. Heather O'Rourke, the young girl playing Carol Ann, seemed to sense something too. She came to me one day, her face pale and her eyes wide with fear. She said she heard whispers and felt someone watching her. I tried to comfort her, but her fear was palpable. She was just a kid, and it was clear something was unsettling her deeply. Jo Beth Williams, who played Diane Freeling, also had her own creepy experiences. She told me that whenever she went home, her paintings and pictures would be askew. She would fix them before leaving for work, but when she came back, they'd be tilted again. It was as if someone, or something, was deliberately moving her things. She joked about it, but I could tell she was worried. Then there was James Caan, the writer of the film's novel. He had a bizarre incident while working in Spielberg's office. He was writing about a thunderstorm when one hit outside. The lights flickered and the air conditioning unit burst, hitting him. As he tried to make sense of what happened, the lights flickered again, and all the video games in the office started playing on their own. It was a weird coincidence that made us all uneasy. Dominique Dunne, who played Donna Freeling, had her own share of creepy moments. One day, she witnessed a bookshelf tip over and throw books around the room. It was unsettling, but it wasn't the worst thing that happened. Dominique was dealing with personal issues with her ex-boyfriend, John Sweeney. He had a violent temper, and it was clear to everyone that their relationship was toxic. The tension between them added an eerie feeling to the set. As the filming continued, the oddities grew. Tools would disappear, and strange noises echoed through the empty warehouse. It felt like we were all being watched by something unseen. Everyone was on edge, and the sense of dread was growing stronger each day. Then the worst happened. Dominique was attacked by John Sweeney. It was a brutal and senseless act that shocked everyone. When we heard the news, it felt like the dark presence we had been sensing had claimed its first victim. Sweeney was arrested, and Dominique's death was a grim reminder of the violence and fear that had been creeping into our lives. Rumors of a curse began to spread among the cast and crew. The idea that the set was cursed seemed to make sense, given the strange occurrences, and now the tragic death. People started to link the eerie incidents with Dominique's murder, and it felt like the curse was only getting stronger. Then things got even creepier. We found out that some of the skeletons used as props were real human bones. Julian Beck, who played the villain Kane, was seriously ill with cancer while filming. His performance was so intense that it made everyone feel uneasy. He seemed to be getting weaker every day, and his health made the set feel even more grim. He passed away shortly after filming finished, which only added to the sense of doom. Then there was Will Sampson's own tragic end. He died from complications during a heart and lung transplant surgery. I remember visiting his grave. As I spoke to him, the world seemed to go quiet. It was a strange and eerie moment, like the curse was still hanging over us. Filming Poltergeist 3 was even worse. Heather O'Rourke, who played Carol Ann, had been diagnosed with Crohn's disease. She was struggling, but she kept working on the film. It was heartbreaking to see her in such pain. The film was set in Chicago's John Hancock Tower, a building with a dark history. Many workers had died during its construction, and now it seemed like the building was adding to our troubles. We had a series of accidents on set. A stuntman got hurt badly when a device malfunctioned, and the director broke his leg in a separate mishap. One day, a controlled explosion turned into a real fire, and firemen had to rush in to put it out. A maintenance worker got trapped in the building, but was saved by a brave stuntman. The set felt like it was falling apart. Zelda Rubinstein, who played Tangina, had another eerie experience. She had a premonition that her mother had passed away. She saw a strange light in a photo, which was later confirmed to be the exact moment her mother died. It was chilling and made the already tense atmosphere even more unsettling. Then the worst happened. Heather O'Rourke's condition worsened. She started having trouble swallowing, and her mother had a vision of her saying goodbye. Heather was taken to the hospital, but she died from septic shock caused by a congenital issue. Her death was a crushing blow, and it felt like the curse had claimed its final victim. I stayed on the set through all of this, trying to focus on my work despite the growing sense of dread. The accidents, the deaths, and the strange occurrences made it clear that something was terribly wrong. Whether it was a curse or just a series of terrible coincidences, the dark shadow of the Poltergeist films seemed to follow us wherever we went. The experience left a lasting mark on me. I couldn't help but feel that we were all caught in something much darker than just a bad luck streak. The memories of those days continue to haunt me, and the sense of unease that started on that first film never truly left.